Good morning, students. Today we are going to start our new chapter, that is chapter 4, Life Process 3. In this chapter, we will learn about coordination and control of our body. See, students, if you are doing any work, any kind of work, you are standing properly. If you are riding any bus, any bicycle, you are maintaining your balance. And if you are eating something and your mouth is starving, and anything that your body is doing and you are doing with full balance, that is due to your control and coordination system. Okay, your coordination system, if it is working properly, then you are doing your activities properly. Okay, if your coordination system is not working properly, then you are not able to do any kind of activity. Like you have to pick something, then you are not able to pick something. Okay, then our hand will shiver, something like that. So this coordination system, this control our activity so that we can do them with a proper balancing. Okay, and this control or this coordination is maintained by, is balanced by our nervous system and endocrine system. Our nervous system and endocrine system. See, this nervous system, this consists of our brain, neuron cell, okay, and central nervous system, peripheral nervous system. This endocrine system, this contain various kinds of glands and various kinds of secretion of our body, means they make a chemical coordination. Chemical coordination. Okay, so endocrine system, they maintain a chemical coordination in our body. And this nervous system, this is divided into subparts like CNS, that is central nervous system, central nervous system, and peripheral nervous system. And autonomic nervous system. Okay, this is known as CNS, this is PNS, and this is ANS. Okay, central nervous system, peripheral nervous system, and autonomic nervous system. Now, before doing that central nervous system, okay, there is a unit of our nervous system of our body. With the help of that, whole nervous system works. Okay, you can say we are able to send messages of our one part of body to other part of the body. That unit is known as neuron cell. That unit is known as neuron cell, that is made up of a cell body. These are this is a cell body or cell body cytone. It is also known as cytone. Okay, these are the dendrites. Made on one side of cell body. Okay, on the other side of the cell body, this is the axon of the cell. Okay, and ending of that axon, that have nerve endings, same like that dendrites. Okay, and there is a myelin sheath on the outer covering of that axon. Okay, here is the cytoplasm of the cell body. So this is a simple diagram, very simple diagram of the this, you can say, neuron cell. Okay. See, But we have drawn, this is cell body, that is cytosol, and here are dendrons, and above the dendron there are dendrites which pass masses. Okay, this is the axon, and above there is a myelin sheath. Okay, with the help of myelin sheath, then network that masses passes very fast. Okay, and this is nucleus. Okay, these are the nerve endings. Okay, see these nerves, one nerve, when one nerve ends, then other nerves start, they are connected with each other, but they are not, see, their dendrites are not touching so nerve ending of other nerve cell. Okay, they have some gap between them, and that gap is known as synapse. That gap is known as synapse. Okay, and that is filled by synaptic fluid. Okay, that gap, there is a liquid part, that fluid part, that act as a chemical transmitter. Okay, and which contain neurotransmitters. See, any message, any impulse that passes down electrically from one nerve cell to other nerve cell. Okay, and I told you this myelin sheath, if there is a myelin sheath on the neuron cell, that help to fasten the message, fasten the impulse. Okay, that myelin sheath helps to fasten the message. Okay, if we are touching something hot, if we are touching something sharp, then our hand automatically try to escape from that condition. So in that way, that body organ that sends, that pass message to our sense organ. Okay, a sense organ then pass message to our sense organ, like our skin feels that something there is a hot than normal body temperature, then that sense organ they pass message to central nervous system, then central nervous system sends a reply or respond to that particular action, and sends a message again to the our particular body organ. Okay, they again to the body organ, that what our body have to do, they send a message. Okay, that I am feeling this, then central nervous system they respond to body organ that this thing you have to do. Like if we are feeling something hot, if we are touching it, then our brain sends a message that you have to pick your hand up. Okay, then if this board is hot, then I am touching it this. Okay, so our brain sends message whatever we have to do, that is a spine with the help of spinal cord. Okay, that cover under the center nervous system. See students, this is our brain. Okay, now see, this brain, this receive message and analyze it. Okay, for a proper response, that this thing we have to do. It is further subdivided into three type of brain: forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain. Okay, divided into forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain. Okay, forebrain that consists of cerebrum, midbrain that comprises of optic lobes, and hindbrain that contains cerebellum, pons and medulla oblongata. Okay, forebrain, cerebrum, midbrain, optic lobes and hindbrain, cerebellum and medulla oblongata. Okay, about this part, that part of brain we will study, we will see in the next video.